Let's get into little more details on containerization. So containerization is a technique where we package an application as a separate independent application. Let's see. A container is a standard unit of software that packages up code and all its dependencies of the application runs quickly and reliably from one computing environment to another. That means a container contains software with the code and its dependencies. So it runs on a environment that we can transport to another environment. So from one environment to another environment, we can take all this package. So say for example, I have one code. It needs library. So there is a library. That library also created along with this one is also included into this whole container. So all the dependencies are all contained into one system, and this whole container can be moved from one environment to the another environment. Now the technology that we can use is Docker. It's a container image, is lightweight, is standalone, and is an executable package of the software that includes everything needed to run an application. So the code, runtime, system tools, libraries, everything. So we use the technology called Docker to do a containerization of a software, or a, say for example, a microservice. Now these are self-contained. That means each container has everything it needs. Here is the point: everything it needs to function with no reliance or on any pre-installed dependencies on the host machine. We just need a machine. We don't need to have some libraries pre-installed in that. Is an isolated one. So since containers are run in isolation, they have minimal influence on the host and other containers. So increasing the security of your applications. I can have multiple containers, but they are all independent and isolated. Yeah, they are independent. Each container is independently managed. Deleting one container won't affect the others. And they are portable. Container can run anywhere. The container that runs on your development machine will work the same way in any other data center or any other where in the cloud. So these are four important things. Self-contained, all the dependencies are within that. Isolated, so nothing happens to something else. Independent, we can independently manage their life cycle. Portable, that means what works in one environment, the same thing can work in another environment. The technology for doing containerization is Docker. And once we create a containerization of our service, it becomes an independent service. So, which we can deploy it into a different or whatever environment we are trying to deploy.